Hey everyone, it's Jessie checking in from Bellevarde. It's a crisp Friday morning here in resort, properly cold underfoot, with that quiet, early day feel before the slopes and cafes really wake up. It was a very cold night in town, with temperatures sitting close to -10 degrees Celsius for much of the night and early morning. Winds stayed fairly light overall, but there were occasional gusts moving through, especially later in the night, which made it feel even colder at times. Around the village today, it's a bright one. Clear skies through the morning, then a few clouds drifting in this afternoon, but staying sunny overall. Temperatures are topping out around -4 degrees Celsius, with a light breeze through the day and some stronger gusts possible at times. Up on Bellevarde, it's much the same picture, just colder and windier. Sunny for most of the day, with a few clouds later on, temperatures peaking around -8 degrees Celsius, and a fresh westerly breeze with strong gusts near the top. If you're heading out tonight, there's live music at the Black Sheep. Chris Quinn is playing from 10 o'clock with a mix of classics, modern favourites and proper sing-along tunes. A great way to start the weekend. And right now I'll be showing you Steve Angus's weekly weather and conditions update. Steve is out and about in resort every day with TDC, the development centre, and he's got a brilliant local eye for where the best conditions are and what to expect over the coming week.
Well, welcome folks, and welcome to a weekly TDC Ski School Snow Report for myself, Steve Angus, here in Bellevarde, where it looks like it's been snowing, but the snow cannons are going crazy. The much anticipated snow unfortunately did not arrive, but what did change is the weather system started coming from the north, and that has meant the temperatures have got lower and lower, allowing us to produce lots of snow. And the outlook for the next week is a continuation of blue skies, hopefully a little bit of snow coming our way, but I won't predict it this week because I was wrong last week. But crucially, the cold temperatures mean that we'll be able to produce lots of snow, and that has freshened the piece up and will continue to do so. It was a bit scratchy earlier in the New Year week, but it's got a lot better now. So apart from the odd closure here and there, virtually everything's open. Meanwhile, off-piste, we'll be able to ski some things at this time of the year we wouldn't normally consider due to the avalanche risk, because the snow is churning quite chalky out there. So couloirs and that sort of thing have come into play. If you want to get some fresh snow and powder, you can find it, but it's a bit of a walk involved, that I can assure you of that. So as the slopes gets a bit quieter and all the hordes of kids go back to school, it should be pretty nice to move into the New Year week. So please get in contact if you want to try and fit in a lesson or two as you move into the mid-January period. So keep your New Year's resolutions, pack your thermals. I'll be back next week for another update. Until then, stay safe, keep smiling, enjoy what there is on offer, because there is plenty, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.
Here's a translated summary of today's official avalanche bulletin from Météo France for the Vanoise massif. Above around 2,100 metres, the avalanche risk is limited, and below that, it's generally low. The main concern remains wind-affected snow, with a few hard wind slabs still present at altitude, particularly on west, north and east-facing slopes, often away from ridgelines. These slabs are not always easy to trigger, but if they do go, avalanches can be small to medium in size, and in rare cases larger if deeper weak layers are involved. Conditions are very hard and icy in many areas, so slips and falls are also a real risk. This is a translated summary only, so make sure you check the full official bulletin using the link in the video description before heading off-piste. If you're planning to explore the mountains this season, remember, off-piste skiing is dangerous. Always take a qualified guide and never go off-piste without a transceiver, shovel and probe. And most importantly, know how to use them and practice regularly. That's it for today. Have a brilliant Friday in Bellevarde, ski safe, stay warm, and if you know of anything happening in resort that's worth sharing, drop it in the comments.
For further information, piste reports and events sponsored by Bellevarde Tourism, please go to radioveldezaire.com, the local radio station with the most up-to-date information. Forecast information provided by Meteoblue.com, Infoclimat.fr and Meteofrance.fr. Conditions in the Alps can change quickly, so always check before heading out. Webcam pictures courtesy of the official Bellevarde website veldezaire.com.